Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 25th to the 3rd of August. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. In your prime summer at the moment, really, in regards to the cycle of your energy. So, make hay while the sun shines, basically, Capricorn. Messages from energy. This week here was all about being in sync with energy, and I think I need to clear this up a little bit. Um, it, when I mean in sync with energy, synchronizing with energy, I mean on every single level. So whether you're making a cup of tea or building a business or building a house, being in sync with the energy that is around you, and that's going to demand to be a little bit more conscious about the steps we take when we're creating or doing anything, even making that cup of tea. And once you become a little bit more conscious about it, you actually go at a pace that's less stressful, but I think you're going to get much better returns or better results because of being in sync. Now, there is another thing as well that I mentioned in the messages from energy, and that is about a uh, a conscious shift or conscious uh, understanding within the human species coinciding with a geological event. Now, I think this is all in all, it's about getting in synchronization with the energy that is around oneself. Because when this shift happens, you've got to go through the shift. Now, I used to, work and live on the west coast of France, and they've got a lot of pine forests, and they tend to plant them in straight lines. And when you're walking through them, when you come across a crossroad, the rule was you always go across the crossroad and then decide which direction you want to take. So then as you go across the crossroad, you know where you've come from and you know where the options are, because otherwise you can get disorientated. And I think this is what this situation is happening here. Getting in sync with energy is really important. So then you do not lose your disorientation. You do not, have disorientation or lose your pathway or your way when this event comes around in the next sort of like 20 days or something. Okay, so that was some of the messages from energy. There was also the chakra sequencing, which was off the wall a little bit. I'm putting it down to pole shift. There was chakras that were associating with one another that don't normally go together. But at the same time, it worked really well, and it worked in cohesion. It worked in cohesion with one another, so it worked in tandem with one another. It worked in more than two at a time. They would, but it was each was playing a delicate role in a symphony of life of energy. So that's all on the messages from energy, and we'll see how that sort of plays out within your chakra sequencing as well. The other thing we looked at as well was the elements of water and earth. You know, Capricorn, you are water and earth, or you are earth and water. You actually have more water in your Astroflower than you do have earth. Your is one of the false signs. I'm a Capricorn as well, along with Gemini, Cancer, and Sagittarius. And then you have 4 pure signs as well, which is Virgo, Libra, Pisces, and Aries. And Capricorn, you've got these emotions that run really deep, and I think this is what's going to be a real telling sign in a way for the rest of the world. And I think you're going to be able to deal with this transition a lot better than a lot of other signs. And that's simply because you have a certain, I want to say, control over your emotions, but it's not control. It's like you're being true to your emotions. You're not hiding them, as it were, and you're not showing them off of either. You're being true with your emotions with people. And emotions come from a situation where we're calm, and then the emotion is expressed. If we're constantly emotional, in all directions, it's difficult to see which are the true and which are not the true emotions. And I think this is where you've got this capacity, Capricorn, at the moment to hold a space and exhibit true emotions. So yeah, we'll see what's happening there. We'll also get your chakra seeker soon, pull a few cards, and we're going to be answering a few questions, channeling a few questions. It's already going to be, I've already been chatting way too long already. So let's get into your energy reading. So let's just connect to the energy that is around us here. Absolutely beautiful energy. Now, most signs have been getting this vertical energy. But Capricorn, you seem to have this horizontal energy. And horizontal energy is, if you're looking at it in chakras, it's your sacrum, solar plexus, heart, third eye, and throat. Your vertical energy is your crown and your root. And I call it the personal, the horizontal energies, I call it the personal energies. It gives you your personality of how you express your heart, how you express your confidence or your courage through your solar plexus and so forth. So this energy that's coming across here is almost, it's saying it's playing to your strengths, Capricorn, or you are playing to the strengths of the energy, whichever way you choose to see it. But whatever it is, it's incredibly, it's got a lot of stature. I wouldn't say it's imposing. You certainly got this energy at the moment that really, when Capricorn's entered into the room, as it were, sort of scenario about it. Let's just get a vision of what is going on for the general energies for you, Capricorn. I get this figure that sort of they're walking very upright and holding their space across a courtyard in a town, across a centre in a town with like with a church behind them and etc. And it's there's terraces and what have you, and it's without being without showing out or giving out, as it were, without showing off, you just carrying this demeanor that that people can't help but turn heads. They kind of go, who is that Capricorn? Sort of scenario. And it's certainly not you being, oh, I'm the greatest, because it's not really your style, to be honest, Capricorn. It's not your sort of thing. But it's the weight or the weight or the strength of your peace from within. That's what it seems like. The peace from within that is that is radiating all around you. Really, really nice energies, general energies. So be at peace with your life, of where you're living and what you're doing. Okay, let's just have a look at the sort of financial side of it all. Okay. Okay, so this is really good. It's like when you get like an emoji that when you open up, it just kind of goes sort of thing, and it's a similar sort of thing going on here. It's just like, as I connect to the energy and I think about the finance side of things and I connect to the finance side of things, it's like this grail just suddenly goes ring and opens up just a beautiful light that comes out of it. And for me, it's like, on the financial side, it's almost as if like you're finding the holy grail of your career path. You're finding exactly what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. It could also mean like that you're finding out something that becomes life-changing for humanity. It's like that sort of thing, where you're finding something that can definitely be used by people and becomes a real sort of well-known thing. So yeah, it's but more than anything else, it's you're finding what makes you feel alive when you go to work or when you do what you do. And, could be a job, business, project, whatever it is, even building your own house. It's like when you're doing each item or different things within your life, you're feeling this moment of kind of going, I feel blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And if you're not, it's going to be blatantly obvious. So then all of a sudden you're kind of going, right, do you know what? I think I know what I do need to do. And that is that bling moment. I think it's going to reveal to you exactly what you should be, what you wish to be doing, what you feel that this is definitely the thing that I should be doing within your financial world. Very good energies there going on there. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. Do you remember the Gone with the Wind, that film that can't be shown anywhere anymore? And do you remember the poster? And it had what was the actor's name? The moustache, the pencil line moustache, as it were. Yeah, not Gregory Peck, but anyway, um, and it's got this swooning factor, and there's this love is just is pure. Well, it's not even joy. It's not even satisfaction. It's love. That's what it is. And it's a complicity because I think you're giving your true emotions, and it's a peace of love. It's peacefulness in love. It's without trying. Um, and this could be also with collective, with multitudes amount of people. Not necessarily falling in love with the multitudes amount of people. That's not what I mean. It could be like with family and friends. It's just that warm feeling of yes, this is good to be with these people that are around me. An incredibly warm aspect to it all. Just trying to see if there's anything in particular to it. It's enjoying what you're creating in the way of relationships around you as well. That seems to be quite sort of prominent emotion that comes through it. A recognition of kind of going, do you know what, I'm building some really lovely bridges at the moment. That sort of situation. And it gives you a sense of self-satisfaction or, almost like an achievement as well at the same time. Really good energies, really nice energies. Let's just see what's going on the spiritual path here. I get this person kneeling. I've already said this to you, I think, last 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, about being ordained. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Capricorn, but it seems like here is like you knew at that point there you were being, you spiritually and emotionally and energetically, you were in line with your future, and now you're getting recognition for it. And that recognition comes through as I wouldn't say confidence, but it's more of a case of a willingness to show and share your knowingness without being, oh yeah, I know, sort of thing. It's more of a case of kind of going, being in servitude to the greater energy, and yeah, being in servitude to the greater good, the greater energy, by doing what you do and being the way you are. It's a beautiful moment there. A beautiful moment. It's like you're being knighted. I knight you. Dame or Sir Capricorn. So yeah, it's really, really good. Let's just have a look at the chakra sequencing, see what's going on there. So just connecting to the energy there. There we go. We get the central point. We get the crown and the root. Both of them important. I get a lot more on the root though, and I think this is you being grounded in a very peaceful manner, because the crown chakra is also very it's sweet as honey and silky as smooth as silk. It's really nice energy in that sort of sense where you know, it's, you know, the path that you should be leading because you're going to feel it. And that's what's going to give you your vertical energy. That's when it's going to get you into sync with the vibrations that are around you. So when in the next sort of 2-3 weeks, things do take a change, you're already going to be there and peacefully and calmly heading down the road, you know. Where's it moving on to now? Okay, so we're following the pathway of strange combinations. So we get the solar plexus with the throat chakra, and I think the solar plexus here is it's very warm. It's not like aggressive, but it's like you'd have a fireplace that's got lots and lots of flames and everything, like a massive fire. But when those embers go down, that's when you're going to get that heat radiating out, and that's what I feel in the solar plexus. It's purring heat that's got an immense amount of power behind it, but without being imposing within that power. On the throat chakra, it's like this is coming from very deep. So this is recognizing, I think this is a bit of clairvoyancy going on as well. It's looking around the corner and seeing what's coming up. And I think this capacity is going to grow within you. I think it's going to get more and more important, more and more, more and more important in your world. And the communication is soft and buttery that comes along with it. It's it's an ease, but it's textured in the way in which you speak, in the way in which you say things, and you texture it with volume, with space between words, and the way in which you prolong a word and everything like that. There's a sort of poetic justice about what you're saying, because it's coming from a really warm place. Where's it moving on to now? There you go, straight away. The heart chakra comes into play, but you do have the third eye at the same time. And I think here is that the heart chakra here is realizing the joy and the peace that is within you, how you can radiate that around you in order to open opportunities, not just for you, but for everything and one that is connected around you. And consciously getting involved in that, I think, is going to be the part of the third eye. I think here is like you're kind of thinking, you're seeing the heart here and kind of going, this is really good. But obviously, this is just one step. It can get even better. And I think you're getting this inner vision, which is connecting a lot of dots, not just for you, but for a lot of people that may be connected to you in the near future, of how to be at one and allow our joy of being at one with oneself and everything that is around us, be shared and with the people that are around them, so it infects them, so it helps them without you having to do much. It's really, really good energies. It does come back to the crown and the root after that, and the root is still very strong within you, Capricorn. It's very strong within you. So, absolutely, absolutely brilliant energies for you at the moment there, Capricorn. Really good energies for you at the moment. Just checking everything's the right way around. it's peaceful love. It's sincere, peaceful love, and you know, even in what you're doing in the way of business, not necessarily in just relationships, but just peaceful love for yeah, peaceful love. I can't explain it any better than that. It's just the way it is. Right, let's pick a few cards on here. Let's see what's going on your financial side. King of Swords. Yeah, I think you are off on a mission. King of Swords. Knight of Swords, sorry. Knight of Swords, you really are on a mission. And there is this degree of you being the knight in shining armor about everything. And this could be, in a very simple terms, of how you're engaging with the world around you, and how the world around you profits from you being you, sort of scenario. But it is about sort of winning and getting things in line and getting things done. And it's going quickly, Capricorn. I think it's going to go a lot quicker than you ever could imagine. Okay, on your financial side. Let's see what's going on the relationship side. A leap of faith. You might have had difficulty in relationships in the past, and you know, or you might have been through a situation over the past sort of like 5 to 10 years, you know, where it might have been a bit difficult. And I think this peaceful love that's coming through you is you're willing to give love another chance. That's what it feels like. But it's not love on my terms, it's not love on your terms, it's just loving life. And sharing that with another person is beyond recognition, really. And what's the general energy running through you? Healing. Yeah, I think you are healing a lot within you. And I think that's part of your strength in a way, Capricorn. You actually doing this healing process after, you know, being torn to shreds by Pluto over the last 16, 18 years or whatever it is. I think this whole healing process is becoming a light for the rest of the world in a really, really good way. So, yeah, that's the energy that is coming out of you. Healing energy is coming out of you. And other people will be feeling it within your world around you in a really good way. There you go. Let's get on to some questions. So if you want to ask a question and you want to, you know, and I can channel it through energy, you know, put it in the comments section, and I'll answer a couple of questions. I'll take two randomly, and you know, answer it according to what I see in the way of energies. Okay. So last week, you'll see it below the question. Last week, let me just bring it up for myself so I can see myself. So we had Lynn. That's right, Lynn. How you doing? Who asked a question about. Let me just. So I. Will I achieve financial independence and freedom with my business? My vision is clear and my belief solid. It's connecting with the right people who see it, who see it too. That's a little challenging at the moment. Okay, let's. You have sent me an email on the part of your business that you're looking into doing. I haven't really gone into much detail about that myself. I haven't investigated it, so you know. But I would really like to comment on, you know, the financial independence, surely, and also the right people. That seems like the best thing to be focusing on. Okay, so let's just connect to the energy now. Let's see what's coming up. Okay, so I get this person that's speaking to. It's almost like a conference, or it could be because there's a financial aspect to it. It's like someone who's like selling something at the market and kind of going, you know, I've got 6 glasses here for 20 quid, you know, and there's 4 glasses for 15 quid. 6 is going to give you a really good deal, you know. I mean, but you're not speaking to one person here. You're speaking to a multitude of different people through one converse, through one speech, as it were. And so I wouldn't concentrate on the right people. what I would concentrate on is probably the people. And you will find the right people who will also, you know, cotton on to what you're, understand what you're trying to sort of like convey through your business. But I think if you start speaking to a lot of people, those people will naturally come to you. And I think that's what you've got to do at the moment. I think it's like it's shining a light on you and it's allowing people to see you. And I think that is the most important bit, is getting it out there and allowing people to engage in it, which would be really good. As for the financial side of it all, the funny thing is, if you concentrate on that, I get this, like you get like little games on telephones and things like that where they accumulate money behind them or something. It seems like that's what's happening. As you're running around, you're just accumulating. So it will give you financial independence, but in a way that, because you're not concentrating on it, and you're concentrating on the magnificence of what you're trying to convey to people. I think that is going to be that's what it will give you, financial independence. It looks really good for you. Okay, there's one other aspect that I want to have a look at. So everything comes in waves and troughs and so forth, and you've got to ride this wave. It's not a wave that will last eternally. It's a wave that will last for a while, and I would ride it and take everything you can from riding that wave. It just seemed to be something that kept niggling me about that. So, and I wanted to look at the timeline of it all. And you will have I should imagine you'll have a very big peak. And but once everybody's got a car, It's difficult to try and sell them another one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a little bit like that sort of scenario. So I would get on it now. Okay, so there you go, Lynn. Thanking you. Let me see the next question. So the other question was from Journey of Love Light Awakening. How you doing? Now, simple question. And he says, I'm extremely lost with life in general at the moment, more so than usual. Do you have any insight that can guide me? Okay, so let's just take you. There you are there. Okay, let's just do your connection to energy here. Okay, I'm going to call you Joy because I don't know what your real name is, but I'm going to call you Joy anyway because Joy is great. It's like you're barking up the wrong tree. It's like the tree that you should be barking up is this massive oak tree that's just behind you that you can, because you're busy barking up this tiny little ash tree in front of you. You're just kind of, it just seems like you're not getting the echoes back from the tree and stuff like that. And if you're finding it difficult in what you should be doing and where you should be going and who you should be connecting with, I think you should start with the very basic things more than anything else. I think once you step back from barking at that tree, you'll bump into the tree that's behind you and you'll turn around and you're kind of go, oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And once you start realizing, sort of kind of saying, do you know what? I like helping people help people. So there is two helps in that. The first help is helping yourself. To help people help themselves. That's three helps. Yeah. So that's the first process I think you need to go through. I think you need to help yourself, to put yourself in a position where you can help people help themselves. And once you do that, there is this sort of like group hug factor going on within your life where you're really engaging, you're re-engaging with life in a very positive way, rather than being, oh, I can't get with life at the moment sort of scenario. It's really good. And start with the most basic things. Go and see that thing about the tea meditation and the seven wonders. Start with that. Start with, you know, the sort of aspects of life you enjoy. If you like talking to people, or if you don't like talking to people, you know, it's going to be, make it very clear for you what sort of, at least the direction you should be taking, whether I should be going to the beach or the mountains. It's, you know, start off with some really big, broad brushstrokes for you. And I think if you do keep it as simple like that, I think you'll get the results. And all of a sudden, you'll be living the life, and you'll be kind of going, do you know what? Wow, I love what I do. You know, and I think it'd be really good for you. I think you've got a great deal to give to the rest of the world, an incredibly great deal to give to the rest of the world. Okay, there is one more I wanted to do as well. Who was it? Astral Earthling. So Astral Earthling says, hi, tuning in from Australia. Just wondering how my life will change once I've moved house. Please. Okay, many thanks for your beautiful readings. I thank you very much. Always lovely to see all your comments and everything like that. If you've got a question you want answered, don't forget, just put it in the comment section and we'll try and answer it next week. Okay, so Astral Earthling. Okay. Are you moving from one place in Australia to another? Well, it's a bit extreme, but I'm getting like equivalent of like the town Denmark or region Denmark on the west coast, and then like I've got Brisbane on the east coast. Brisbane on the east coast seems to be like this big spike of passionate energy. I think it's like you're finding everything in the same place without having to go anywhere, and it's engaging in that community, finding that cafe, you know, where you can sit on the terrace and see the world go by that you feel good about. You know, getting into that whole sort of community factor. But there's also sort of like a passion about maybe, you know, a job or a project that you want to be doing there. And it's helping you to focalize and centralize on where you should be going, whichever where it is. But it just seems to be like, I think it's the sort of thing you're going to do that's going to shape the rest of your life, you know, and you'll do lots of things after it, but it's going to be like a cornerstone for you, I think. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. I think it's going to be very good and make you incredibly chuffed with what you've done. Okay, so there you go. Thanking you very much, Astral Earthling. Yes, so there you go. Thanking you very much for having the confidence to subscribe, like, share, and all of that malarkey. Don't forget about the messages from energy, the you know, the other videos that we're going to be doing on that thing that's coming up in 20 days. There's also the manifestation video and the tea routine. There's loads of videos on this channel. You'll knock yourself out. Thanking you very much for having the confidence to subscribe, like, and share. I will see you soon. In the meantime, there's all for me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.